Hi guys, it's Naglaa. I'm here with a new video for the month of February 2020. This video is going to be a reading for the energies of divine partnerships, for twin flames, and for those on the divine secret journey of love. So it is not just for twin flames or soulmates. It's really for anyone who is looking to embrace love as their new energy, and they're looking to embrace their own ascension journey towards love. So just a little bit of housekeeping. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, soulspeak.com, or you can text me if you have any questions or connect with me. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, and I'll leave the details below this video. And if you like my work, if you enjoy my channeling, then you can also follow my Facebook group page, Soul Speak, where I channel a lot of information and I post things every now and then whenever I get the inspiration from spirit and I need to channel something for the collective. And it's really one of the best places really that I post a lot of things, because I post it on my Facebook and my Instagram, because I get these messages that are meant to be shared right away, and videos sometimes take a long time for me to do. So follow me on these different forms of social media, whatever resonates with you. So let's get going with the month of February. So right now we're going through the energy. I'm doing this video today on February 9th, and it's the energy of the full moon in Leo, and Sun is visiting Aquarius, so we are in the Aquarius season as well. So there's a lot going on, and there's a lot going on with astrology, and it just seems that the more we go into the energies of ascension, the more we get so connected to the energies of the planets changing. I used to, like, personally, like when I started my own personal awakening, although I was very interested in horoscopes and science and all that, but I wasn't able to connect deeply with the changes in the planets, or changes in what's happening with astrology, because when you're still starting in your awakening process, your sensitivity to energies are still much less. But now many of us as a collective energy, we're tuning in and becoming attuned as well, on a deeper and a more intense level to those universal and galactic energies surrounding the planet right now. So it depends, of course, where you are also on your journey. So be open to what resonates with you in that moment in time, and don't get affected by the general hypes or what's happening around you. Just really focus on what works for you, because sometimes you get so bombarded by the energy and the information that is now, of course, available to all of us through the media and through social media and all. Things are moving much faster between us on the planet, so we can get so affected by a message or something when it really does not resonate with your own soul journey at that moment in time. It could resonate fully with someone, but not everything you read is going to fully resonate with where you are exactly on your own journey. So take a little bit of time to discern what you're reading and the information that you are absorbing and the information you are following as well, because it is so important then when we are going through our own ascension is to take our own time and take what fully is suitable for us in that exact moment in time. So don't bombard yourself with, this is exactly where I am, or this I should be feeling that way. You are who you are, and your own uniqueness and your own journey is so important the way it exactly is. When I started, I shuffled, of course, and I usually like to choose the cards before, what I shuffle and get the cards ready before I get started, because it takes time to shuffle and it takes time to tune into the energies and choose the cards. So I asked, what is currently the overall energy that we are feeling as a collective? So let me show you what the first card that came. And the first card is Change in the Wind, and it's a number 12. So I feel with that card, this is a shift, and then we go through so many spiritual shifts, but I feel with this card, I feel it more on a physical level. Like it's a shift that you will actually see things materialize. So usually a change in the wind, can really bother us, or maybe make us like, oh my God, what is coming and what is really happening? But I feel usually when I get this card, I feel very positive that you are actually going to experience that change on a more of a material and a physical level. And, with the current astrology as well is there are 3 major planets in Capricorn, and they're at least the ones that I pay attention to, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are in Capricorn. So this is a very earthly and grounded experience that we are going through, and we went through the eclipse. So we're going through these major materialization of our spiritual journey. So you're seeing more things shift on your everyday life level. And it's funny, like when I'm saying this, actually I'm looking at the clock and it was 5:55. So you're really seeing things being shifted now in the material, which means that we have been able as a collective energy to start grounding more of our spiritual beliefs and more of the spiritual changes that we have been really working so hard on. So I feel it's a positive change coming to us. I got a second card also because I was asking, okay, so about that question, and we got a second card. The second card is flexible. It's a number 19, which is gets down to a 1. I feel with this card is this is more of flowing in the direction where the river is really going. So the shift that we're really feeling, because it's really connected to the first card, it feels that we're becoming more flexible and we're becoming more open to flowing with where the energy is taking us and where the collective, like the divine collective spirits around us is really moving us. When we are more into our ego, we find it hard to move in a divine flow, because we're still so much in our resistance. But I'm feeling with this, we're losing that resistance, and this is a confirmation that resistance coming from our ego is really letting go, and it's a positive sign, because it means that we've healed so much of our way that we want to control things, and the way we want things to move, maybe with our own expectations, that we are able to move as what spirit and intuition is really coming to us, and we're not as afraid, or maybe we're not as resistant to how things have been flowing in our life. And I feel with this also that's coming this is a flow of energy. It's more ease. So not only that we are flowing easily with the energy, but we are actually moving into a direction where things are going to be so much easier for us to in our own physical and material life, everything, like our everyday life. We're going towards things that are much easier for us. When I asked about what is the overall energy for our own unions, and again, the union energy, if you've been following my work, I've been saying that the union energy itself is an ever expanding energy. This is not an energy that remain stagnant or remain small or remain contained in this little container. And this is how spirit wants us to understand that if we are spiritually growing and we are moving our timelines and we're choosing higher vibrational timelines, then we're also expanding our union energy. We're expanding the possibilities, the realm of our possibilities that are open for us as individuals, as couples, and as a collective action. So be open to that idea as well, because I know many come, when I'm doing my sessions and readings, one of the main questions is, I've been doing this work for, X number of years, and I've been doing this work for how long, and nothing is happening and nothing is changing. If you feel that way about your union, then something is missing, or you need to heal this idea that you're not doing much, or there's something outside of that, that it's, your perception is about, has to change in the way you see things, because everything's always changing. And time doesn't really matter, because the more we embrace new and higher timelines, we are opening up more possibilities for us, and we have to be able to ground those possibilities on solid foundations. So maybe in your mind it takes a longer time, but it's what you're really opening up for yourself, a better way, and a higher vibration with higher and maybe much bigger possibilities for yourself and for your divine partner. So our union energy, let's see what the first card that came for our union energy. So the first card is walking away. It's walking away here means that we are literally walking away. This is a physical action. Like if you look at her, she has taken the physical action to move. So I'm feeling with our unions that things that were holding us back in a physical sense, it's actually being dealt with right now. We are physically taking actions to set ourselves free from maybe a confinement of a home, a confinement of a karmic relationship, a marriage, or maybe your connection with your own family, parents, siblings. It could be in your careers and finances. It could be maybe your debts. You're taking physical action to get rid of your debts, which is something that is heavy and it holds you back. So this is a full physical action in our unions that we are currently taking. And I feel this is, of course, for both divine masculine and divine feminine energies, because we carry both energies, but at the same time, us as individuals, we are collectively doing this together now. Each one on their own. The second card that came is the Garden and the Gate, which is, again, almost the same message. See, the Garden and the Gate here this represents that you're leaving, the idea of being in a comfort zone, because she is staying in her comfort zone here behind, the fence. But on the other side of the fence, there's so much abundance and prosperity waiting for her. She needs to take that step and really get out of her fear and get out of her comfort zone to step away from this confinement or this imprisonment of her mind, really, because she's really free. She can actually go out anytime. But she needs to see that it's literally opening that door and stepping outside of the comfort. And it's stepping outside because I would want to say with this is the grass is greener on the other side. It really, really is. And this might not resonate with everyone, but when you have been held back so much with things that are heavier or lower vibration, then stepping out of it and looking forward to positivity, looking forward to changing your life, changing things to the better, you're always going to find help from the divine. This is a transformational energy coming in, and it's exactly the same card. This one, though, the first one, she actually took the action. She turned her back and she opened her gate and she's running towards her freedom. She still looks back, though, at what she has left, but she's definitely leaving behind things. And this is where our union energies now is being, the union energy is really pushing us to really take that step. And it could be in any part of your life, not necessarily about a relationship with another person, but it's an overall energy that it's time to walk away. The third card that we got is the Goddess of the Moon, which is perfect now because we have a full moon in Leo. And Leo is a sign that controls matters of the heart. It really is about our heart awakening. And it's a very expansive energy that is about the sun. It's about our strength. It's about our realm of taking action on an individual level. And I feel with this card, the moon also is our divine feminine energy, our sense of intuition, following our yin energy. And this is, again, whether you're man, woman, it's not a gender specific. This is an energy of working with our divine feminine energy, which is the energy of our intuition, our nurturing abilities, our ability to receive love. So right now with this moon, especially with the full moon in Leo, then we are highlighting our individual needs versus the collective. Aquarius sign, and we're still in the Aquarius season. It's about the collective energy, it's about the group energies. But with Leo's cares about your own individual needs. So I'm feeling with these energies that we're moving from only paying attention to maybe trying to make everybody else around you happy, or if you're in a karmic relationship, trying to give yourself just to make things peaceful, and you don't want any problems. This is rocking the boat in a way, and choosing and finding what really works for you on an individual level, without the idea of sacrificing yourself. And I'm what they're reminding me of now, when I did the reading for the annual reading, I was saying that the energies that was coming and what was channeling is the energies of Atlantis. And there's a lot of hurt and wounds that we carry from Atlantis about our knighthood and our ability to save everybody. Like many of us carry that divine masculine blueprint where we want to save everyone around us. We want to make sure that the collective is doing great. And it's important that we take care of the group energies, but if we're not caring for our individual energies, then we can't not really help the collective. So this is about individualizing your own life and looking at yourself in the mirror and listening to your own intuition and where it's really leading you, what works for you, and not necessarily just trying to make everybody else happy when you're miserable inside. So I feel there's action being taken when it comes to that. Looking at the divine masculine energies, and again, this is the energy that's within all of us, whether it's about your, if you're a divine feminine energy watching this it's not just about your divine partner, but it's about the energy that's being reflected within yourself. So I asked, what are the divine masculine energies really learning? The first card that came is reflection. Again, it's the same, it's reflecting on your own life. And she is looking at, there's a mirror here. She's not even looking at the mirror, but the mirror is reflecting back to her what she needs to see. So our divine masculine energy, they're taking more time to reflect on the lessons that they have learned through their journey. I'm feeling with this, it's like the World card. This is a cycle being closed, and they're being forced to close some cycles actually right now. And they're taking the time to learn the lessons that they can take from these cycles being, ending, because it's going to end. A karmic cycle will end, because you're doing the work for it. There's a little bit of nostalgia to the past. There's a little bit of pain, connected with the memories, but I feel that she's going to take a deep breath and just leave. She is just going to be fine. That energy means that although they are thinking about what happened, but it's okay. They can accept that change now. The second card about what they're learning is ancestors. I feel with this card, it's not just about past lives, really. What I feel with these, I feel these are spirit guides. They're learning to listen to intuition, learning to listen to their own ancestral spirit team. I feel like they're being pushed to listen to what intuitively has been coming to them, the downloads that they've been getting. I feel they're getting maybe information through their dreams or through forms of inspiration. So they're definitely working on this, and even though the idea of open, and something I was channeling recently, and I wrote it on my Facebook, is that the divine masculine energy, they're getting their third eye, third eye is really opening, and that's exactly what it is. Their third eye is really, really opening because they're starting to accept more their intuition as a form of information for them. This is a source of power, so they are tuning into that. The message that the divine masculine energy wants to tell the divine feminine is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I feel with this is that they're starting to get more information about their own divine feminine, and that connection is becoming they really want to learn more about that connection, because it doesn't really go away. No matter where you go, no matter where they go, that connection is always going to be there. So they really want to tune in and understand more and more. And I feel for some of them, they're going to be coming towards you with questions, and they're ready to learn. And I feel they're also learning from their own self. It's not that they just want to look at their divine feminine energy for knowledge, but they are really tuning into their own divine energy for their own knowledge. Like they're tuning in and observing and learning and researching. What they also want to say is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. They're learning to trust their emotions. They're learning to trust that this is real, like especially for divine masculine energies, and many maybe have not been really thinking that it's real, that love is real with their divine feminine. I feel with this is like they're really starting to see that this love is true and it's real and it's deep, and it goes far beyond what can actually be possibly being explained by our ego. I feel there's a lot of hurt and pain that came with this love, but at the same time, they want to say we're standing still and we're willing to work on it and release our pain, and we want to do the dance of life together. They really I feel this time it's like they're not shying away from what's happening. They really want to embrace it and deal with it, because when your soul is calling to another person and you have that deep connection, you cannot really turn it off. You can turn it off for so long, but at the same time, you can't really shut it down. This, again, that's the divine feminine energy that is growing within the masculine, and then they're starting to become more and more in balance. I want to show you something because I feel that I need to show you that. The bottom of the deck, when I was looking at the overall energy of, that I started with the reading, was truth be told. And I thought I was going to talk about it at the beginning, but it just didn't happen. I feel now they want me to talk about it, truth be told. I've been talking about and channeling things in my videos that we're going to get so much clarity in our vision. And that is really what it is. You become more clear about your vision and clear in what's happening around you. Truth be told means that you're really going to start to see truth. Truth of yourself, truth of others, truth in things that maybe you have denied. It could be in the people around you. It could be in how you looked at a situation. Your perception is really changing. So I feel that's really what's happening with what they're saying here, is that they're looking deeper into it and they don't want to run away from it, because that soul calling, that magnetism between the two counterparts is really, really getting stronger, and the downloads now and the activations that they're getting. So they will pay attention. Either it's happening now, or for some, depending on where they are in their journey, is that it's really coming, and it's coming pretty soon, that they're really gonna have to face this connection and really tune in more into their union energy. What the divine feminine energies are learning is discernment. It's interesting that because when I started my video, I kept talking about the idea of discerning things and discerning knowledge. So the feminine energies are learning to understand deeply what really happens in the soul, and how important it is that we become a representation of divine love and the unconditional love and the divine mother energy. Especially if you're the divine feminine, then the divine mother energy, it becomes stronger in you. And it's time that we keep discerning things and letting go of the gossip, letting go of perpetuating negative thoughts and low vibrations. So it's so important what we see, what we hear, and what we speak, and what we understand about others, is to really become more and more divine. Bring it back to the divine. Again, it's the same idea that I was mentioning. Not everything you read is going to be about you. Not everything that works for another person is going to be about you and is going to resonate with your own journey. So discern as much as you can the things that you see, because the other message that they want me to tell you is that sometimes looks can be so deceiving. And things that you see maybe on social media, or maybe people saying things, maybe for them it doesn't mean that they are really trying to do something bad, but sometimes people are just saying things that resonates for them, and it's not really what resonates with you. I feel that so strongly with this card. And also, not everything you see is going to be absolutely the truth. There's so much behind the scenes, and again, the moon card means that things are happening that are hidden, that you're not really seeing. But the full moon right now is going to highlight so much of where maybe you have been derailed, or maybe your perception wasn't right, or your perception led you in a way that was not the best for you. But I feel with this, it's like we are becoming more into alignment, because the more knowledge you have and the more you understand your own way of your own way of interpreting information is so important for you. So you can really work on yourself. So this is something that the divine feminine energies are learning. The other thing that they're learning is gentleness. I feel with this card is more about compassion. It's more about standing on your own 2 feet. It's really raising your head up high for what you stand for, but becoming clearer and clearer and more at peace. So the divine feminine energies are really learning that. I feel that more of the divine feminine energies are going to be feeling their intuition becoming much, much stronger, because like the birds are messengers from heaven. And I feel that they're representing your intuition and your guidance coming to light. I feel for me she looks like a bride, so so maybe marriages or commitments are coming in for the divine feminine. I feel like she's purifying herself also for that marriage. And marriage doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually going to get married, in a physical sense, but on an alchemical and on a spiritual level, you are ready for embracing a new life and a new commitment to yourself, and a new commitment to your own union in a way. Doesn't mean that you get stuck only with just waiting for someone or waiting for your divine partner. Absolutely not. It means that you're embracing love and you're embracing your own happiness and standing again on your own 2 feet. You're not waiting for anyone, but at the same time, you're not angry. You're at peace with things and embracing love in all its forms. The other message is coming from, when it comes to love, from the divine feminine to the divine masculine, forgiving and learning. I was just saying that in this card. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. It's forgiveness. It's, she's at peace, whether your divine partner is ready or not. It's you. It's all about you. You're forgiving and learning. She's, that divine feminine energy within all of us is learning to let go of the past, let go of the hurt, the pain, maybe failed relationships, because it's not really failed. It was meant to happen. It's a lesson to be learned. It's karma to be healed, and we're healing our karma pretty good. I want to say the ghosts of the past are staying at bay. So I feel like if you look at these, it's like ghosts from the past. They're coming to haunt her in a way, but I feel like she's, the divine feminine energy is not really paying attention. Again, it's not gender specific, but it's all within us. So we're all working on that, even though it might be more prominent in the divine feminine, or those who carry mostly the divine feminine energy. The second message is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I feel for the divine feminine energy, it's sometimes it's really new love. that the divine feminine energies, they're ready for love. They're ready to embrace new journeys, even new suitors coming to them. I feel with that too, is she's becoming, like if you look at her, she's becoming new in the way she embraces love. And when you're working with the divine feminine energies, you are ready to embrace your ability to receive love. Because divine feminine energies are help us be open to receiving love from another person and being open to that, and not necessarily that we have to overcompensate for others. But she's seeing her worth, and she's ready, and she's ready for that new beginning for herself. Advice from Spirit. I asked the angels, what is the advice? We got gentleness. Archangel Sandra, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So advice from our guides and from the angels going through these energies is to really be gentle. Gentle means that you stay away from harsh energies, harsh environments. Does it mean that you hate them or you have any kind of animosity towards them? Absolutely not. What you really feel is taking time away for yourself to embrace your new shifts, going through these activations and downloads. The moon energy right now can be so intense, so there's less sleep, disturbed sleep. And I was also channeling something recently on my Facebook about, our food, what we eat, and how we exercise, and how we do our own lifestyle. So I feel Archangel Sandra here is telling us to really tune in to who you are and play your own music. Listen to your own music. The second card is Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children in particular. You can help children who are sensitive. So it could be a literal message that if you're caring for children, then you really have to take care of yourself so you can take care of your own, whether it's your children or whether you work with children. Maybe you're indigo, or you are an indigo or a crystal. I feel also nurturing your own inner child by embracing happiness, joy, playfulness. Really, like, bring to life all different sides of yourself. Like, it feels to me like all sides of yourself have to come to light, and embracing all sides of yourself. Like really being open and healing all sides of yourself, especially like, with the Saturn energies. And I channeled a lot about Saturn. Saturn represents our authority, our father time, the lord of our karma. And it can be very heavy for us. But at the same time, with Pluto, for example, and they're both in Capricorn, so it's very, very practical. This is our shadow side, our underworld. So when we are bringing to light all sides of us and bringing more truth to us, then there will be sides of us that we haven't seen before, but it's time to bring it to light. So whatever you feel guided to, and whatever is intuitively being highlighted because of that full moon energy that is happening in Leo, it's about your individual sense, your uniqueness. Embrace that uniqueness by showing that side of yourself to the world, and at least you acknowledging it within yourself. Then that's how it's going to show to the world. Maybe you have a hidden talent, a hidden gift, something that you couldn't speak about before. This is time to work on that and to heal it, and to embrace your ability to be expressive and show your true colors to the world. You are, the angels want to say, like, you are really beautiful, and they see you beautiful, and your spirit guides are cheering you up, and they're really working with us on individual level, on collective level, on country level, on earth level, and on planet level, and galactic level. You are part of a major, like a universe that is full of possibilities and amazing and more beautiful things to come. Keep working on yourself. That is how you work on your union. And that's how you bring things to light. There's no time wasted. There is no time limit. And it's hard because we work with clocks throughout our day, but there's no time for union. Union is in the now moment, and it's happening now, and it's happening for many of us. So stay blessed and stay open to the energies that are currently happening. Mercury is going to go retrograde pretty soon. On February 17th, it's retrograding in Pisces. So make sure your technology is working fine, but it's going to also bring you amazing things, because Mercury brings things from the past and brings situations that need to be faced. Communicate with love and to open towards love. There's a lot more happening with the astrology, and it's hard to really bring it all in this video. I'm sure you follow more astrologers than myself, because I'm not an astrologer, but I'm an energy healer and an energy downloader and channeler. So I look forward to what's coming, because I feel very positive with the change in the wind. This is a very positive sign. This is a physical action being taken. So stay tuned. And again, if you would like, all my information will be below. And I look forward to another video with you guys.